Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to show you how to create a very simple layout like this one. Alright, okay, let's just start. So the first thing that I did in the beginning was this. I came to this styles.xml, and here what I did is this. I changed the colors, the three fundamental colors of my layout, which are these, like this one and this one, and then I also added this one later on. You'll see. So how I did that? Well, I did this color primary dark. Usually when you change this one, it will change this value here, this section. And then I also changed the color primary, which is this, which changed it to this color here. All right, so that's what I did. And I also changed the color accent here to this color, so that brought this color here. All right, now the reason it does that is that whenever you change the color accent, it does changes all the accent colors, like this one, all the accent colors of your Android, of your application. So that's why this thing changed to this color. All right, if you change something else, then these kind of links and other stuff will change to that accent. All right, okay, so the next thing is this. I came to the activity main.xml, which is a layout file, and then there I just took a relative layout and I gave it match parent, and then the next thing is this. I took a text view, which is this one. This is this article title, not this article subtitle. That is a different text view. This article title. All right, and we gave it match parent width and wrap content height, and then we gave it a text. Then we gave the text color white, and then we gave it a background color, which is this one. All right, then we gave it a padding of 10 dp. All right, see, this is the padding, 10 dp. All right, then we gave it a text appearance, because the text usually that we use, which comes by default, doesn't look very nice. So we used a style, which is something like this, Android, and then you just have to write a style, and then we have to write text appearance, and then you should write for this one you should write device default and the large one. Okay, then there is this, by the way, there is this another one, which is device default medium, so you could choose between these two. All right, okay, so the next one is that I also gave it a text style, which is bold, so that made it bold. All right, I could have changed it to italic or something else as well. Just for example, I could have changed it to this, and the appearance would have changed to the italic. All right, or I could change it to bold again, and it would become bold. And here also I could change it to medium, see, and it would become a smaller, but for this one I want the large one. All right, so that's what is going on here. All right, now the next thing that I did is this. I took another text view, gave it an ID, gave it a width of match parent, height, wrap content, and then I used an attribute called layout below, Android layout below, and then I gave the ID of this text view. See, this article title, that ID I gave it here, because this means that whichever ID I gave it here, whichever text view I am pointing to, put this text view below this one or below that text view. All right, so in this case I am giving this text the ID of this text view. That's why the layout is going to put this text view inside below the text, this one. All right, so that's what this layout below does. All right, so the next one is padding, and I gave it a 10 dp padding, as just like the last one, and the padding is here in this folder. So see, as you can see, it's 10 dp here. All right, I just took a resource, I just made a resource file here, and just made a resource value here, so that's why it looks like this. Then I took a text, and this is also a string resource, and then which says article subtitle. And then the text appearance I also used here. I also used a simple style called text appearance device default, so which is a smaller one. All right, here we used the device default, and then we used a large one, but here we use the same font but a smaller one, or the default one. All right, okay, now the next thing that we did is we took a scroll view here like this, here to here, and we gave it a wrap content and wrap content because we wanted to, you know, have we to be as I mean we want to cover whatever inside it has inside it. So whatever element it has inside it, that's why we did that. And then what we did is that we gave it that same property of layout below, and this time we gave the ID of this thing. So what it did is that it put the scroll view, this one, below this one. All right, so that's what happened here. All right, so inside that I took a linear layout. Now for one single view, I did not have to take a linear view because linear layout, because a scroll view can have one single view inside it. But the thing is that if you want to add more views, more single views inside your scroll view, more than one, maybe for example you have a text view here, you could want 2 text views, 3 text views, maybe you want a text view and a button, you want a text view and an image view. Now when you want to do that sort of stuff, when you have more than one single view, that doesn't work with a scroll view. So for example, if you gave it 2 single views, text view and image view, it wouldn't work. Now in order to actually use more than one view, what we have to do is we have to trick a scroll view. We have to trick our scroll view. Now how do we do that? Well, usually we do something like this. What we do is this: we take a layout inside the scroll view, all right, a view group, like for example linear layout, constraint layout, whatever it is. We take that, and inside that view group, that layout, we then can take as many views, as many single views as we want. So that's how it works, and in that case that works. So that's how we trick our scroll view. Now the next thing that I did here inside this scroll view here is that I took a linear layout so that I can have multiple views here, even though I don't need it for this layout. Alright, so the next thing I did is this: I just gave it an ID, and then width was match parent, and then height was wrap content, and then here I did something, which is this: I used something called autolink, an attribute. Now this autolink attribute does the function of this. Let me just write it. You see, when you give autolink and then you give an email or email value or wave value, all value, whatever. Now if you give wave, then what it will do is that when it finds any HTTP or HTTP URL, then it will make that active. So when I press this one, like this one here, if I press this one, it is actually active and it takes you to the YouTube app, or it takes you to YouTube in this case. And if you had given an email, let's say email, then it would automatically recognize if you have any email inside it. By the way, if you have, in case you haven't noticed, the moment I changed it to email and not wave, the website link here became inactive. If you want to see it in action, then you should just wait a second and I will show you. Alright, see, now it doesn't work anymore. But the moment I do this wave and then I change it, now this works again. See, as you can see, it works. Alright, so that's what I did there. And then I also added a extra property called line spacing extra. Now this is actually the extra space that I want between these lines. So that's just it. Alright, I gave it 5 sp. Now one thing you should know is that when you are dealing with texts, when you're dealing with strings, you should or text, you should use the method sp, not dp. All right, you should not use 5 dp here, you should use 5 sp. All right, and for also text size, also for text size also, you should not use 5 dp, rather you should use 5 sp or whatever number and then sp, not dp. Alright, then I also gave it the same padding, 10 dp, and then we have a long text here. This is the long text that we are scrolling. Alright, now one more thing I want to show you is this: when you are using any string, the next thing that I want to show you is this, that if you have any part of your app that you want to be have a certain characteristic. For example, in here, as you can see, this go to link is italic and bold, right? Now how did we do that section? Well, we do it like this. For the when we use this b and then b, this tag, then that whatever inside this tag, for example in this case this go to link, will become bold, and then if we use this I tag, then it will become italic. Now you can also use these two together, that can work, or you can you can use this once without the other one. Okay, I mean, you can, they can work single as well. All right, okay, what's going on with me? My fluency is so bad. Anyway, so that's what is going on, and I think for now that's about it. There is nothing more really, and so have a good day and take care.